In our everyday hectic lives, it can really throw a wrench into things when one of the kids or yourself gets sick and you're having trouble getting in to see a doctor. We've all been there. Catalyst Medical Center is working to give you quick and quality care in these types of situations. And here to tell us a little bit more is Taylor Fontaine. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Today, we visit with you guys over at Catalyst quite a bit, but today we want to talk about Catalyst Now. What exactly is this?
So Catalyst Now is a new program that we kind of started that tries to get our patients a little bit of better access. We've always kind of done a good job at trying to get people in if they're having an acute problem, but now we've set aside certain hours during the day where we can function as more of a walk-in clinic for the things that we see.
This just seems like this day and age, everybody kind of, you need that. It's not just because we want it, we're so busy, it's really needed.
Right. Yeah, it's something that access is key to pretty much everything now. We want our information now, we want our healthcare now, we want our medicines now, and so it has been really good for the patients that we've used it on so far. What's
the difference between, making an appointment at Catalyst versus doing the walk-in?
The difference is that we still specialize in certain things, and so, we have a dermatology clinic, we see ear, nose, and throat patients, allergy patients, and so we still are going to be focusing on those types of complaints. But the nice thing is that we have the specialists that are in those areas, and so we can see you very quickly, and if it's just your simple cold or something like an earache or ear infection or something, we can treat it just like a walk-in clinic. However, we can still follow up with you on it then. We're the specialists that they would normally send somebody to anyway.
So can you expand on that? What kind of things would you maybe do Catalyst Now for?
Right, so like I mentioned, we do see skin disorders and things, and so, acute rashes are some of the things that we'll see for the skin side of things. When it comes to allergy patients, we will see, an allergy flare if you're having, like the hay fever symptoms, the sneezing, itchy eyes, things that are just uncontrolled. Your kid gets an ear infection or an earache and you're worried about it, we'll see those, sore throats, sinusitis, cough, things like that.
What are the hours, and do you need to call ahead?
So for the walk-in clinic hours, or the Catalyst Now hours, it's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then 1:30 in the afternoon to 3:30 in the afternoon. So right in the middle of the morning, kind of towards the beginning and middle of the afternoon. And you do not need to call in for things like that. We even throughout the rest of the day, if somebody comes in for like a nosebleed or something, we're still going to try and fit them in. But we set aside these hours so that we can plan it in our daily schedule so it doesn't really affect the other patients that are already scheduled.
What if you've never been to Catalyst before?
Not an issue. You'll just be expected to do some paperwork before you come in, but we'll still plan on seeing you just like anybody else.
And are you seeing both kids and adults? I know that I feel like it's more urgent when you have a child with an earache, but I like to say that my husband's like my third child, and if he's having an ailment, do you see a mix of both?
Yeah, you need to sometimes push them into the clinic too, because adults usually just try and tough it out, when sometimes that's fine, but sometimes it isn't. But yeah, we see newborns up to the elderly, anywhere in between.
Okay, and tell us maybe one more time where you're located and those hours one more time, just if people are, not familiar with your location.
Yeah, so we are right in between 25th Street and University. The address is 1800 21st Avenue South in Fargo. You can see us right off of the I-94. And then the hours for the Catalyst Now is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., 1:30 to 3:30 in the afternoon. We're at catalystmedicalcenter.com and 701-365-8700.
Taylor, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Coming up on today's show, how you can help support research to end Alzheimer's.